Hi everybody, my name is Katie at KatieMFitness, and today I'm doing a cardio and strength workout in the chair. So for this workout, I'm going to be using 2 sets of weights, light weights and moderate weights, and then I'm also going to be using a small ball. So for this workout routine, we're going to have 5 minutes of warm up, 30 minutes of cardio and strength, and 10 to 15 minutes of cool down. Now, I will give some options to stand if you want to do that as we're working out. All right, let's go ahead and start with the warm-up. Let's start with a march in place. Taking a deep breath, let it out. Do that again. And march here. Big arm circles. Circle that the other way. One more. We're going to hold our arms up in center. We're going to tap out. We're going to move the arms along with this tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, tap it forward, arms go up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump rope. So bounce on the balls of your feet, lifting those heels up, or you can bring your feet all the way up, lean back slightly in your chair. You can also just march here with the jump rope arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. We're going to repeat that. So we're going to bring those arms up in center, and we're going to tap out, out, out. Going to take it forward again in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms go up. Heel taps to the front. Make sure you're sitting up on the front part of your chair. Belly button pulled in. Big breaths in and out. Jump rope in 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump rope. Four, 3, 2, and march. We're going to do some high knees. So up, 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 up. Swing those arms. We're going to add on a kick in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out. Kick, kick. Let's change the arms and hit, hit. Front punches here. Opposite arm, opposite leg if you can. Good challenge for the brain. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and march. March it out wide. We're going to scoot back in the chair. Inhale up, and we're going to exhale forward. If you need to, you can support one hand on the thigh. We're going to exhale forward. So make sure you're back in your chair so that you can come forward. One more inhale up. Exhale forward. Hold that up. Turn in your chair. Extend that back leg out as far as you can behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, arm circles here. One more. Bring your feet together. Come back to the front. Big step out to the other side. Inhale that arm up. Exhale down. So slow arm circles here. One more. Bring your feet together. Let's come back to the front. We're going to do some heel taps, and we're going to keep stretching. So we're going to bring one arm across the body, pull that shoulder away from the ear, heel taps out to the front. Wiggle through your fingers. Relax it down. Other arm comes up. Shoulders away from the ears. Wiggle through your fingers. Relax that down and swim. This time we're going to reach out. We're going to grab the back of the chair, scoot back into the chair so that you can lean forward. And inhale, reach up. And exhale, grab that chair, lean into your stretch. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, grab that chair. And one more big breath in, back to the center. Let's extend one leg out. Toes are up. And hold on to your chair. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Other side. Extend that leg out. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Lift a leg and support behind your knee. Circle your ankle. Hold center. Wiggle through your toes. Circle the other way. And cross that ankle over the opposite knee. Exhale forward. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax that back. Other side circle. Lift that leg. Hold behind the knee. Hold center. Wiggle through your toes. Circle the other way. Cross that ankle over the opposite knee. Exhale forward. And relax that back. Take in a big breath. Let it out. Grab yourself a drink. That is it for our warm-up. We're going to start out with cardio. And we're going to alternate that with some strength training. All right, so we're actually going to start out with our ball today. So grab your ball. We're going to hold between the palms here, and we're just going to march and squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Using all those fingers to squeeze, working through all those gripping muscles in the hands. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. 4 more like this. Then we're going to extend out and squeeze with a heel tap. 2 and 1. Here we go. So heel tap out, squeeze, and in. Out, in. Out, in. Squeeze it out. I'm going to speed it up. Squeeze and squeeze. Make sure you're sitting up on the front part of your chair. Spine is nice and long. Shoulders away from the ears, chest out. Belly button pulled in. 4, 3, 2, 1. March here. We're going to go rainbow arms. We're going to keep going in the same direction here. We're going to do some high knees. Up and up, up and up. Squeeze that ball. Keep a slight grip on that ball. It doesn't have to be a tight grip, tight squeeze. All right, we're going to change the direction of our arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that heel tap. We're going to hold the ball, squeeze the entire time, and we're going to move the arms out and in. Keep squeezing that ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. March in place here. So we're going to tap side to side. Same leg, same arm. We're going to switch that ball from right hand to left hand, tapping out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Squeeze that ball, tap it out to the side. Quick hands. Good eye-hand coordination here, working on those gripping muscles, being able to move and grip quickly. We're going to take this forward into heel taps. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing moving forward for heel taps. I'm going to speed it up. Now let's say you don't have a ball. That's okay. I'm going to sit mine down, keep that going. You can clap and tap it out. Or you can just go without the ball whatsoever at all. You can still do this workout even if you don't have the same equipment that I have. You can make it work. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. These little balls are easy to find though. They're at almost every little dollar store and with it being summertime. So, they're everywhere. They're not very expensive. So this is just a cheapy ball from a dollar store that I got. All right, let's put that ball between our thighs and we're going to squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Let's add in some arms. Take it out, in, up, in, out, in, up, in. So I'm squeezing the ball as my hands come in, up, down, out, in. So every time my arms come back to center, I'm squeezing the ball. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. All right, take that ball and set it to the side. Grab your weights, light weights. I'm using 2 sets of weights today. I'm using light and moderate. We're going to use these light weights. We're going to kick to the front and extend the arms out for a punch. 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg if you can. If not, just go same arm, same leg. Just keep yourself moving. That's the main goal here. It doesn't have to look exactly like me. And again, if you don't have the weights, that's no problem. You can still get a good workout without any equipment. I just like throwing in that equipment to add variety. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop one of those light weights. We're going to keep the other one. We're just going to march here. Rainbow arms. Circle that weight around. Two more in this direction. And circle the other way. 2 more. Last one. Hold that weight in. We're going to extend out with some heel taps. Four, three, two, one, and march. Let's set that other weight down. Grab yourself a drink if you need a drink. All right, a few more minutes of cardio, and then we're going to move on to some strength exercises. So we're going to take our feet out wide, and we're going to tap to the center, feet come in, back out, tap, and in. So make sure you're sitting back in your chair so that you have room to come forward. Now you can also go like jumping jack arms if you want to. Support on that one leg if you need to. Here's 4. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. 3, 2, and 1. Legs come back together. We're going to step out to the side. We're going to turn. We're going to stand. Back to the chair. Back to center. Stand. Back to the chair. Turn. And stand. All right, so here's some modifications. You don't have to come all the way up. You can just come into a small squat here like this, or you can come all the way up. Now, if your balance is good, you can add those arms as you come up. Now, if not, then you want to keep those arms in close to your side to help with your balance. All right, we're going to go around one more time here. So here's our last 2. Last one. All right, back to the center. All right, now I'm going to pick up my medium weights here. And I'm going to grab the ball again. I'm going to put that between my thighs. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow, or you can just squeeze your knees together. So we're going to get some inner thighs while we're doing some upper body with the weights. So again, if you don't have the ball, use a pillow or just squeeze your knees together. All right, so we're sitting up nice and tall here. We're going to alternate some bicep curls. We're going to alternate. Now, if you want to, you can throw in some toe raises with this. Squeeze that ball. Make sure you're sitting up on the edge of your chair. Squeeze that ball. We're going to squeeze this ball the entire time, but if you get tired, take a little rest from it. If you get tired, just do your toe raises. Hold the arms down. Get back into it when you can. Take those breaks if you need to, and just get back into it when you can. Now, if this is easy for you, then you can always bring this to standing. You can squeeze that ball. You can do your bicep curls standing. So we only have 4 more. Here's 4. I'm going to hold it in the chair. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's set this ball off to the side. We'll use it again later, but we'll set it off to the side. All right, so we're going to do some arm swings. We're going to alternate here. Now, if you need to put your heavier weights down and grab your lighter weights, go ahead and do that. But we're going to do some arm swings. Now, if you just want to bring it up to shoulder height, just bring it here. And again, if these weights are too heavy, put those weights down, grab your lighter weights, do some arm swings with the lighter weights, and you can always alternate. How about 4 more? 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's give that upper body a rest. We're going to do some squats. So we're going to come all the way up if you can, tap the chair, and back up. So we're going to keep this going. Now, you don't have to come all the way up. If you just want to come halfway up and then sit all the way down in the chair, halfway up. You can always do every other one. So you want to stay facing forward in your chair. I'm turning sideways just so that you can see, but you want to stay right in the middle of your chair, facing forward. Now again, do every other one. If this becomes difficult, just do every other one. Sit all the way down in that chair if you need to. For more of a challenge, you're just going to tap and up. Tap and up. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. But let's hold this one up. All right, let's set one weight in the chair. And we're going to do some shoulders. Now, if you want to use both weights, you can. We're going to stand beside the chair or behind the chair if you need that to help with your balance. We're going to come up on the tippy toes for a challenge. If not, both feet are planted on the floor. But if you want a challenge, come up on the tippy toes. You can even slightly raise your foot off the floor. And we're going to go shoulder press for 2. Then we're going to take it down and we're going to lift out to the side for 2. It's getting a little bit of biceps in there also with that arm curl, and out to the side for 2. Here's 1, 2, take that down and out for 2, 1. One more set of each. So up for 2 and out for 2. Here's 2 and 1. All right, set that weight down. All right, we're going to march in place here. March here. We're going to take this into a step touch. I'm going to be on the side of my chair so that you can see what I'm doing. But if you need to be behind your chair so that you can hang on to that with 2 hands, then you'll just take this behind your chair. Let's add in an arm here. Swing that arm. Two more. Here's 2 and 1. All right, jump rope if you can. Now, if you can't use your hands, just stay behind the chair. Bounce on the balls of your feet. If you can, we're going to do jump rope arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March here. All right, let's go to the other side. Grab one weight. We're going to challenge our balance if you're up for it. We're going to go back to that shoulder press for 2 and then that shoulder raise for 2. All right, I'm going to slide my chair over here. All right, so on your toes if you're comfortable with it. If not, keep those feet planted on the floor. All right, here we go. Here's 2. 1 and out for 2. 1. 2, up for 2. 1. Out for 2. 1. Up for 2. 1. And out for 2. 1. Keep that going. Big breaths in and out. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Standing up very straight and tall. All right, last one here. Out for 2. And 1. All right, set that weight down. All right, so we're going to go side to side with a lunge. So if you need to, keep that behind your chair. We're just going to step out to the side for a side lunge. So side to side. Belly button pulled in toward the spine. Standing up very straight and tall. 2 more. Last one. And march in place here. All right, we're going to step that forward and center. Forward and center. If you can, add in an arm. Do an arm raise. 4 more. Here's 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, grab a drink and then have a seat in your chair. We're going to start back in the chair with the ball. All right, so we're going to place that ball between our ankles and we're going to roll up and down. We're going to alternate the feet. So we're going to lift so we're squeezing in on the ankle with that ball, holding it in between there, and we're alternating the legs that we lift up. We're only going to do a few of these. We've already done some inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to place a foot on top of that ball. I'm going to make sure we've got that foot in line with our hip here. We're going to hang on to the chair and we're going to press on that ball, release. So we're going to push down and release. So instead of using a lot of our momentum, we want to use that leg to press. So press and release. Press and release. We're going to slide it up. We're going to push in with the heel and release. So it's back, not just the heel, but it's back more so on the heel. 2 and 1. Slide it back to that midfoot and press. Release for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to switch sides. All right, make sure that fits in line with the hip. We're going to push, release. So hanging on to the side of the chair, abs are engaged. Press and release. All right, now we're going to push more so with the heel. We got A little more emphasis on the heel, so we just barely move that ball back toward the heel. A little more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back toward that middle part of the foot and press. Release. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's set that off to the side. We are done with that. Let's grab our weights here. We're going to lift the leg. Actually, I guess we only need one, but you could double up if you wanted to make this more of a challenge. We're going to place the weight on the thigh above the knee. Make sure it's not pressing on the knee. We're going to extend out. We're going to lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. So you can double up the weights if you want to make it more of a challenge. To make it easier, you would just do the leg lifts without the weight. All right, so sitting up toward the front of the chair, lengthen through that spine. Shoulders are back and down. Here we go. Lift and lower. So exhale during that lift. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're doing good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. Hanging on to the side of that chair. Extend that leg out, heel to the floor. Make sure you're sitting up very straight and tall. Exhale, lift and lower. 8, 7. Keep that good posture. 6, 5, 4, 3. Nice and controlled movement. 2, and 1. All right, set those weights down. Grab a drink. We are going to finish this out with some cardio. We are almost to the end here. We've got just a few more minutes. All right, let's start with the march in place. Swim those arms. Alternate that arm on top. Two more. Last one. Let's do some jumping jacks. Tap that out to the side. Keep that going. Move those arms. Move those legs and tap. Now you can go both legs at the same time. That's going to challenge your abs and back a little more, that torso. Or you can alternate. Now you can always go between the options. You're not locked into just one option. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap and punch. Punch. Tap out to the side. Punch center. Punch. We're going to cross this over. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and cross. 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 So cross that punch. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march here. We're going to step it out. We're going to reach for the center. Step that leg in and up, back down and out. Reach for the center. Other side. Now, if you don't want to stand, just omit the stand. Just take it out, tap, in, arm raise, tap, legs together, arm raise. If you want more of a challenge, those legs come together and we're going to stand. All right, hold it center and march. Good job. All right, let's do some speed bag. So slow this down. You can go very slow if you need to, or speed it up if you can. We're going to add in some jumping jacks with the speed bag. So we're going to go 8 speed bags, 4 jumping jacks. Get ready. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4 jacks. 3, 2, 1, 8 speed bag. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jacks. 4, 3, 2, 1, and speed bag. Now you can add some heel taps here with this speed bag if you want to. 4, 3, 2, 1, and jacks. 3, 2, 1, speed bag. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last set of jacks. 2, 1, punch it forward. Heel taps. You can keep these heel taps going, or you can add in a kick. So kick, 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 kick. I'm going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march here. Let's do some high knees. So up and up. Move those arms. So I'm moving my arms down as my leg comes up, but you can move them together in the same direction, arms and legs come up. Now, if you want a challenge, you can raise both feet up, up. Again, that's going to really challenge that core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to tap all on one. No, let's do opposite foot, opposite toes, opposite arm. I'll get there. So tap it out and out, out and out, out and out. And then we're going to go all on one side, but we're going to alternate the sides. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all on one side. I'm sorry. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to stay here instead of alternating. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Now you could always do a knee, tap out knee. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. All right, we're going to do that again. So this time, let's add in that knee raise. So let's tap out, knee raise. So we're going to tap that knee as it comes in. Get ready. 3, 2, here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6. Now you can keep that as a tap instead of the knee raise. 3, 2, 1, and march. Other side in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it out and in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. Inhale up and exhale. Again. And exhale. All right, we're just going to keep our feet going. No arms. We're going to bring that heart rate down. Hopefully your heart rate got up. You feel like you got a workout in today. Heel taps. 6, 5, sit up nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Slide those feet out and in. On the toes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide those feet out. In. On the toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. And out. In. On the toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bounce on the balls of the feet and swim those arms. Alternate the arm on top. One more. Reach out, grab the back of your chair. So make sure you're sitting back in the chair, not on the edge. Hold this stretch. Big breaths in and out. And relax. Swoop those arms up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 4 more. 3, 2, and hold them up. We're going to place one hand, grab the side of the chair, reach that other arm over. Reach. Feel that stretch all along the side here. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Other arm comes up and exhale over. Back to the center. Let's do it one more time on each side. Big breaths in. Let it out. On your next inhale, come back to the center. Exhale into that stretch on the other side. All right, come back to the center. Take a big step over to the side. We're going to grab onto either side of the chair. So we're sitting in that chair all the way. So we want to keep our hips and knees forward. And then we're going to twist through the waist, grab that chair, and then we're going to turn our head and look, if we can, over that shoulder. But you're just going to turn your head as far as what you're comfortable with. Big breaths in. Sitting up tall. All right, bring it back to the front, but from here we're going to take that side leg and move it around to the back. Inhale your arm up, and we're going to hold this extension here. And circle it back and down. Hold it there. Wiggle through your fingers. Make a fist. Squeeze. And relax. Then stretch those fingers out, reaching through your fingertips. And then make a fist, a loose fist. Circle through your wrist. Circle the other way. Bring your feet together. Let's come back to the center. Palm down, fingers down. And palm up, fingers down. And relax. We're going to tap our pointer finger to our thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And relax. Wiggle through your fingers. Big step to the other side. Oh, whoops. Starting with that twist. I almost skipped over the twist. So facing forward here. Going to reach around, grab either side of that chair. Ease into that stretch, turning your head over that back shoulder if you can, just making sure you stop at a point where it's, it's not painful. Just want to feel a nice stretch after a good workout. Big breaths in and out. And come back to the front. Take that outside leg and extend it back. Inhale your arm up and hold that extension there. And circle your arm back and down and wiggle through your fingers. Make a tight fist, tight, tight, tight. Squeeze it. Relax and extend those fingers. Extend and reach out through the fingertips. And relax. Make a loose fist circle through your wrist. Circle the other way. Bring your feet together. Let's come back to the center. And on this side, palm down, fingers down. And palm up, fingers down. And relax, roll those shoulders back. Roll forward. And this time roll back, pull down and hold away from the ears. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. We're going to take our chin, we're going to turn that toward the shoulder. And we're going to look back to the front. Head comes back to center, other side. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. And then take your chin and turn toward the shoulder. Your chin's going to come back to me. And then we're going to lift our head center, chin to your chest. So make sure you're not rounding here. Sit up nice and straight, just taking that chin toward the chest. And relax. All right, let's cross one ankle above the opposite knee. We're going to circle that ankle. Circle the other way. Wiggle through your toes. All right, and then we're going to hold it center here. We're going to exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. This time we're going to hold. Exhale forward and hold. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, set that heel to the floor. We're going to come up toward the edge of the chair for this stretch. We're going to hang on to the sides of the chair. A big breath in and an exhale forward. Really reaching those toes back toward the shin. And relax. Opposite ankle over the knee. We're going to circle through that ankle. Circle the other way. Wiggle through your toes. Make sure you're sitting up straight. And hold center. Exhale over that leg. Inhale. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. This time we're going to exhale forward. Hold for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, extend that leg forward, heel to the floor. And exhale forward, really flexing, pulling those toes back toward the shin. Hold that stretch. And relax that back. Grab your ball. You're going to put that behind your back. We're going to scoot back in the chair, so wherever that feels comfortable for you, lower back, mid back, upper back, and we're going to rock that side to side. So we're just going to rock side to side here. Hopefully that feels good on the back. Big breaths in and out. Make sure you're not rounding here, but you're still sitting up straight. Just a few more, and you can keep that going if you want to. Otherwise, take in a deep breath, inhale, and let it out. Let's do that 2 more times. And that is it for this workout. You are all finished. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the workout today. If you did, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please share this video with family and friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you the next time.